here's Tyler Lockett standing up there with Geno Smith and DK Metcalf. And I guess this is related to Russell Wilson, who ended up actually winning this weekend in London, saving his head coach's job, probably. Let's see.
Well, I think the biggest thing is it's amazing what we can accomplish when nobody cares who gets the credit. You know, my high school coach used to always talk about that, basketball coach. And when you look at this team that we have, I mean, we have a bunch of guys that are willing to buy in. When you look at the rookie class, like they probably haven't said 500 words since they've been here. Like they just put their head down and work, like literally, and they listen. They do whatever you want them to be able to do, and they go out there and they shine each and
All right, so that was not subtle at all. Wow. It's true though. Oh man, I would be.
It's great to see what can happen when your quarterback isn't a selfish asshole.
Isn't, praying.
Who pisses everybody off.
Did you see he did a prayer circle after?
Oh yeah. With the headphones on.
Oh yeah, but then after the game he had to do a prayer too with some of his teammates in the middle of the field. And KJ Hamler went up to Russell Wilson, like dapped him up and was being nice to him and stuff, which was shocking given how obvious it is that they all hate him. But winning cures all, and maybe behind the scenes Russell Wilson has done some stuff to appeal to his teammates, but at the same time, you just can see there's a lot of pent up resentment about Russell Wilson, and
you think Russ did a British Broncos country this week? It's like Broncos country, let's ride.
Yeah, he's like, hey, have you seen Bridgerton? I can do that.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. Yeah, I'm dangerous. I'm starting to feel a little bad. I feel a little less bad now that they won over the weekend. But this is just an example of some of locker room resentment that can breed when a guy gets paid way, 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 way more than the rest of the team.
It's also like week 8 and these Seahawks guys are like still a little annoyed with him.
Oh yeah.
Which is like, that's also, I think, like this has staying power. Like they're still like Lockett still feels incumbent upon himself to be like,
Richard Sherman is not even in the league anymore,
literally not
and he
playing.
still fumes thinking about Russell Wilson. But this is an example of the kinds of locker room resentment that can breed from that kind of thing. And especially if there's a perception that Super Bowl win that you had was a lot more on the defense than it was on you, and yet you are God's gift to earth. No pun intended. Based on his, he named his son like Chosen or something. I just okay.
Awesome. Epic.
Yeah. Right. Cool, dude. So this is the kind of example where I think that can create a lot of toxicity, and so now the Broncos have to deal with it. And then look at the contrast there. Geno Smith doesn't have some trademark phrase, stand up there, act like he's
it's Geno time,
a politician. Well, I honestly should eat my words, because apparently he said that they wrote me and I wrote back thing and tried to trademark it. So actually he does have a trademark.
Okay, so he is trying to do it.
Regardless, that's just athlete stuff. But when someone's a part of the locker room, you can tell they love Geno Smith. You can tell they want to play together. There's cohesion. And that is a real thing in sports, and that's why we love sports. We don't love sports just to see one selfish asshole flexing on everybody else. We watch sports because we like the team and the camaraderie and people coming together. And the Seahawks are fun. They're fun. I like them a lot.
It's also cool to like see like you said, like a quarterback be out there with like his 2 receivers, as opposed to just like I mean, as opposed to either just being I have no idea how these things like are sequenced, or like if it's like or if there's like an organizing principle around who goes out when for like post-game interviews or whatever. But like I'm always seeing Russ by himself. Well, I don't know if that's like on purpose or not.
He's by himself on the sidelines. He's by himself in the press conference.
And it's like, for even like regardless of like the intentionality, just like seeing the 2 kind of like parallels here, it's like cool to see the QB with his 2 wide receivers and they're all answering questions from the same mic. It's just much more of like a collective moment, it seems, which is like fun to see.
Oh, and
the Seahawks team is genuinely like you were saying, like a genuinely heartwarming and like fun, good story. Like they're playing so much better than we thought they were going to.
And I'm sorry, I stand corrected. Chosen was a dumb name that was chosen by Cam Newton for his child.
Oh, got it.
Win is the name of Russell Wilson's son.
W-I-N?
Mm-hmm. Not W-Y-N-N.
Okay.
Win, like,
All right.
the 3 wins that the Broncos have at week 8 in the season.
Oh, whoa.
Kind of like that.
Bang.